What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there watching us live on your own comfort zone. It's a beautiful day, but we are back again with another Chelsea transfer news update with other news that is trending on social media platform. So wherever you are watching us, we always welcome you to the show as usual. Blueclouds Media is live on two platforms at the same time, X and YouTube. So like I said, everyone is really invited. And join us here as today, if you're really Chelsea fan, it's another day of transfer twist and turn. Kepa Arrizabalaga potential move to Bournemouth Football Club. And also, we're going to look into Mudryk's development under Enzo Maresca. And a sneak peek at what it's going to look like next season with Chelsea. Chelsea on the verge of changing the logo into just what it is. And would I say retro back in the days, it was decades ago, what the logo used to be like. If you guys remember this, the logo looks like a round one. Now, the current logo will be changed to what it used to be, maybe I'll say 40, 50 years ago. So we'll be looking into that as the stream goes on. So wherever you are watching us from, let us know in the comment section below. My name is Nate Zion. My co-host is Stephen G. And Stephen G is here with us already. So like I said, wherever you have any question in the comments regarding today's stream, do me a favor, drop it in the comment, and I'll take my time to go through them. Stephen, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, it's good to be back, especially after a win. So it's always good to be back, but even more so after last night, even though it was against a napkin.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good win. Second game in the new season, Chelsea came up with the victory. And there are so ups and downs, which we all know. the team is very new in terms of their development and where they are in their fitness. They're not up there. They're not ready yet. It will take them quite a few games to get to that level, and everyone should know that. Also, we'll be talking about that as the stream goes on. But where exactly do we start from? We're gonna start from the main guy, which is Kepa Arrizabalaga. Kepa Arrizabalaga, the Spanian international. Couple years ago, this player was emerged as the most expensive goalkeeper on planet Earth. But did Kepa live up to that expectation? It is up to you to judge. And lots of you will be on my side and say Kepa did not do live up to expectation or his price tag. He did not live up to his price tag. But we will get into it, the nitty gritty of Kepa Arrizabalaga. Why? What went wrong for Kepa? Young, talented goalkeeper, very athletic, but then there was something missing in his goalkeeping department, which we will outline that as the stream goes. So also we will discuss the Mikhailo Mudryk situation, and as Enzo Maresca came out and said, Mika Mika or Mihailo
Misha.
Mudryk, yeah, Micha's problem is not his ability, it's not his how will I say it? It's not personally, it's not has I don't know how to
It's not his ability; it's his
put it.
decision making.
Yeah, it's the decision making. So I was kind of right, but I don't know how to put it. Yeah, it's not his ability, but the decision making out front, which he said that if you fall back into Vinicius Junior, when Vinicius Junior signed for Real Madrid, he has a peculiar scenarios, peculiar problem, which he have that difficulties finishing. So it will take time. First season at Chelsea Football Club, he need the right manager to help him in terms of when you get to that final third and how to finish. So these are the things we'll be discussing on the show, and also the final of a little bit on Victor Osimhen. We'll bring that one in. It's not much newer stuff, but something that we all know. But we'll touch bases on Victor Osimhen as the stream also keep going on. So wherever you are, I know you're watching. You support this channel so much, so don't forget to drop a like on the video. We are aiming to our 10K. Hopefully, we can do it by the end of the year. But if we cannot, we'll still keep the fire burning. We'll try hard to push it. So wherever you are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep your bell notification icon active at all time. Stay in there with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, viewers around the world. Anyone watching the show around the world, we welcome you back to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. My name is Nizal. My co-host name is Stephen G. We do this each and every day for the love of football. We're back again discussing Stephen. News on Kepa Arrizabalaga. Looks like he might end up going to Bournemouth Football Club. But let's take a look at Kepa himself and what really went wrong for Kepa. Young, talented goalkeeper, the most expensive goalkeeper a couple of years ago, didn't live up to expectation, Steven.
Yeah, I mean, where do you start? The guy's been really quite bad for a while now, so it's not like it's something that's new. It has been an issue for a couple years now. Well, more than a couple years because he was obviously on loan last season. But yeah, Bournemouth fit in for him on loan. Apparently, he's their top target for the goalkeeping position, according to the reliable David Ornstein. But because he's got, I think it's 1 year left on his contract, it means that he'll have to have a short extension to basically get that done, essentially.
Yeah. So
That's the one bit of news that every Chelsea fan doesn't like. But at the same time, if you extend it by a year, then you loan him out to Bournemouth, then hopefully he has a good season, and then you can sell him on in the future. That's the best way of looking at it.
If he has one more year, just like Steven said, Kepa Arrizabalaga has one more year on his contract. moving to Bournemouth Football Club, he has to extend his contract at least to 2 years. For Chelsea, it should
No,
cake
he'll have to extend it a further year.
a further year,
Yeah.
two, three
So
years.
he'll have 2 years left because you can't have it with a year left. You can't loan with a year left.
So we're talking about 4 years.
What are you on about 4 years? What?
Yeah, I'm
He's
saying
got 1 year left, no?
he's got one more year left, and he
Yeah,
has
so
to
you
extend
extend
it.
it by 1 year, so it's 2 years,
Okay.
and then you loan him this season.
Well, would there be an obligation to buy for Bournemouth?
So far, there's been nothing said about that, so I'm gonna assume no.
Yeah. All right. So there we are with Kepa Arrizabalaga. And Stephen, looking at this player specifically, his statistics and all that kind of stuff, without
Yeah.
going into details, what really was Kepa lacking that makes things so difficult for him to be the number one for Chelsea?
A lot.
Outline
Brain cells full done.
All right.
No, but seriously, I've already said part of it is been said that they tried to correct his technique and then it just wasn't working with what they were trying. And his technique was one of the things that they seemed to point as an issue. This was around the time of COVID. So around COVID, you had Petr was obviously one of our directors, our technical director to be exact, if I remember rightly. And he was also our fourth emergency choice goalkeeper as well, right? Mm-hmm. So he was in training. He was kind of like an extra goalkeeper coach, I guess you could say. Same way I look at Bettinelli, to be honest with you, yeah? And it's been spoken about that one of the issues that they saw with him is that he's always bouncing on his toes quite a bit and to sort of try and see through and over, like through gaps and over players and that, which obviously is a big glaring issue because you then have to reset your feet before you can jump to try and save a shot.
Yeah.
And I think there's like angles where you can see how that's an issue. Where you look at highlights and stuff, I think there's some that have a behind the goal angle and you can see exactly what they're talking about when it comes to Kepa. Hang on. Oh, never mind. It was about Arsenal and Porto. I just saw Ornstein and I was like, oh, hang on, this might be more on Kepa, but I wasn't. But yeah, that's one of the things that they pinpointed as an issue, and then it just didn't get fixed. It's like he'd been doing it for so long, essentially, that he got stuck in his ways.
Is it when they say you cannot teach an old dog new tricks? Is it something
I don't
like
think
that?
it's that. I think it's just, I think you can change things to a degree, right?
Right.
But how old is he now? Because COVID was, what, 3 seasons ago now?
Was it 24 at that time?
That's what I'm checking now. It's literally what I'm trying to check.
He should be around 20 and 27, 28 now. That's what 27.
He's 29.
29.
So he would have been 26. So yeah, kind of difficult to teach somebody to do something new when they're in the habit of doing something already. By the time they're 26, it's very hard to get out of said habits.
Right.
When it comes to athletes.
So, guys, if you're watching us live on each of these platforms, X and YouTube, we are discussing the departure or the loan move as is being reported by David Ornstein of the Athletic news paper, Athletic Media House. He has reported that Kepa is on the verge of moving to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth has shown much interest on acquiring the signature of Kepa Arrizabalaga on loan. But before he does that, the details is he has 1 year left on his contract, and Chelsea have to extend it for another year to be able to get that done. And Chelsea need to sell Kepa Arrizabalaga. His current age, he's 29 years old now. He's not that young, and I said, at that age, probably he's been doing the same practice for a long time. And some relative issues that I know that is affecting Kepa Arrizabalaga is his long range. Yes, he has issues saving long range shots. If you look at that goal from Tillman, is it Tillemans, right? Chelsea
Um,
versus Leicester City FA Cup when we lost to
yes, Tielemans, yeah.
Tillemans. That shot, Kepa Arrizabalaga should have saved it. And then if you look at that shot
Bro,
again
there's so
from
many shots that he should have saved.
Oliver Skip, Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. Oliver Skip bounced out from nowhere and made his name against Chelsea with goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal post. That is also another thing that we also looking into why it's that Kepa has that problem. And I also said you can teach a dog a new trick. He wasn't that young. He was in his prime when he was making those errors. Chelsea gave him multiple time to adjust it and get better. Did not do it. Did not do himself justice. And also, he was being loaned to Real Madrid as number one when Thibaut Courtois last
He
season.
ended up number 3 by the end of the season when Courtois came back, and he dropped to number 2, about halfway through the season, if not before, for Andre Lunin.
And halfway through the season. So he
Yeah.
wasn't even the number one during Real Madrid, Champions League glory. He wasn't the number one. It was Luna, the number one. So he dropped to number 2 when Thibaut Courtois was injured for the whole entire season. He was number 2. Can you imagine?
Well, Courtois came back towards the end of the season, didn't he?
And he became number 3. So that's how bad it's been for Kepa Arrizabalaga. To be honest with you, it's been very bad, and it's time for Chelsea to call off on him, sell him out, and get him off the books. I'm not so sure what his wages are right now, but I'm sure probably he's making over $200,000. To be honest with you, I'm not so sure what his wages are right now, but like you said, yeah, very, very interesting news. If Bournemouth, at least he'll be good for Bournemouth Football Club. Maybe that could be his standard. Because on the highest level, the pressure is too high and Kepa Arrizabalaga cannot handle it. But he's a fine goalkeeper. His athleticism was very, very good. His athleticism it's very good. It's like athleticism in terms of acrobatic saving and certain things. Is very good. Also, very, very good, penalty saver. His penalties are very, very huge. Save them for you. And also, one thing that Kepa went through during his days at Chelsea, he has a family issue, which did not help him. Stephen, go ahead, sir.
There's another meeting for Romelu Lukaku in London going on at the moment.
Hallelujah. So update on Romelu Lukaku. I did not put Lukaku in because I didn't have much news on Romelu Lukaku. But anyone watching right now, there's an update on him. There's been another meeting held in London
Chelsea's
now. As
still
we
insisting on £37 million, which is the release clause. Total package, Chelsea want £37 million. At the moment, that's not being met by Napoli, but they're having a meeting currently to see if they can get closer.
Thank you very much, Stephen G, for the update. So, guys,
I've nearly dropped my phone on my toe.
Yeah. Interesting news.
You, by
interesting development news. What do you say, Stephen?
I just sent it to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I got it here. I'll look at that. I'll look into that. So,
you're on about the other thing I sent before that, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me go. We're gonna go to Twitter right now and see the update on Mr. Fabrizio Romano. Romano tweeted. We'll look into it. Let me share my screen real quick so we can now have an update on Fabrizio Romano. All right. Guys, bear with me for a second. A phantom of mini topic. Stephen, can you go through the comments real quick? Well, let's bring this on the screen.
So, Phantom said, Kepa's better than Sanchez and Jorgensen, but costs too much. Sixth to hit the like. And why did Mendy fail so bad after AFCON? Kepa's not better than Jorgensen from the little I've seen of Jorgensen. Heck, this is going very far, but he's probably not even better than Sanchez. And I think both of them are terrible.
Steven, hold on. You haven't seen much from Jorgensen. You haven't seen much.
I'm still saying from the little I've seen.
No.
He doesn't ring alarm bells like them two.
I disagree. I disagree with you.
Bro, I'm not saying I've seen enough to make a long-term judgment. I'm just saying From the
Okay.
little I've seen,
Do
he
you
doesn't ring the alarm bells that they do.
do you agree with me that Kepa Arrizabalaga is very, very good with his feet? Are we on the
I
same page
think
on that?
Kepa is a massive concern. That's what I think.
Massive concern in terms of making errors?
Yeah.
Not really. Every goalkeeper playing
Bro,
out from the back, one way or the other,
even if you're
will
not
make a
talking about
mistake.
footwork, yeah,
Every
or whether you
goalkeeper,
are,
Steven.
you can have errors in terms of the stuff that Kepa does is a big error with the stuff that he's constantly jumping to try and see through gaps and over people, which then is an error in his, let's call it foundations, right? You know, like a house is built on foundations, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Foundations of a footballer is your footwork, even as a goalkeeper, right?
Mhm.
So Kepa's is poor, and therefore that's an error, that's a big red flag, right?
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. That's a big, big red flag. The amount of times he gets beaten from long shots because of said error, said mistake, if you want to call it that, said issue with the foundations, right, is a big problem. From the little I've seen of Jorgensen, which is about 3 matches so far, again, I'm not making 100% judgment on him. I'm just saying, speaking from the little I've seen of him, he doesn't ring alarm bells like Sanchez and Kepa have for me. I need to see more of him. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, based on the small sample size I have so far,
Yeah.
I'm happier with him than either of them two as our goalkeeper. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying judgment made. I'm just saying from the sample size so far,
Okay.
I'm happy.
All right. From the sample so far, from whatever he's seen now, he is happy with Kepa Arrizabalaga. But there is
No, not
Jorgensen,
Kepa, not
Philip
Kepa,
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen.
My bad. Philip Jorgensen. But I hope we want to see more of him. We want to see more of him. To me, I have a little. I see Kepa much more better in terms of with his foot. Playing out from the back, I know every goalkeeper will have a Shaka Slovic movement. They make Shaka Slovic movement. We've seen a lot coming
Have
from
what?
Shaka Slovic movement.
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Mistake. You know, let me explain it. There is something called, Shaka Hislov. Shaka Hislov, who used to
The
be
former footballer.
yeah, not really. I would say goalkeeper. He wasn't an outfield player, but footballer. Yeah,
Yeah, but he's still a footballer.
yeah,
Why do I
yeah.
feel like he could be completely missing here, but I've got a feeling he was at a club like Bolton.
No, West Ham United.
Oh, I mean, basically the same level back then.
Yeah. West Ham United, and he's from Trinidad and Tobago. He's a pundit on ESPN, Shaka Hislov, and they have a show called the Shaka Slovic movement, where goalkeepers make hollows, where they keep the ball, either they kick the ball or maybe miskick the ball or maybe miss the ball and it goes into their back of the net. So I was using that terminology.
He's from Trinidad, right?
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's why I was using that terminology on my show right now. Shaka Sloughy movement. So yeah, they make so many. We've seen Sanchez 30 yards. He has to run from 30 yards to his goalpost, trying to stop a ball from entering the back of the net because of Shaka Sloughy movements that he committed on the pitch. But anyway, we move on from there. The report. This is what I have on the screen right now. Reports coming from Fabrizio Romano as is being tweeted. Negotiation ongoing in London between Chelsea and Napoli to get Romelu Lukaku deal done. It got nothing to do with Victor Osimhen, but probably we're gonna have some information on Victor Osimhen because traveling from Napoli all the way
this way, right?
to England.
In the simplest way.
Go ahead, Steven.
Right? In the simplest way, sorry, cut you off. Yeah. Just to put it in a simple way, Lukaku is a Chelsea player wanted by Napoli. Osimhen is a Napoli player who wants out, right? And Chelsea have interest. There is no way on earth you do not discuss both players, given that one's a Napoli player wants out, one's a Chelsea player that wants out, and both clubs have interest in respective players. There's no way it's a meeting about just Lukaku. I said this about the meeting yesterday as well. There's no way it's a meeting about just one player. There'll be discussions about both, 100%. And apparently they're also interested in Carney Chukwuemeka, so there'll probably be discussions on him as well. So it won't be just Lukaku.
It won't be just Romelu Lukaku's issue, and so we're definitely going to have an update. Hopefully, we can have an update whilst we're live on the stream. So, like I said, adios, guys, wherever you're watching us from, South America, Africa, Asia, and whatever part of the world you're watching us from. Let us know. And we always love to know that. So, greetings to everyone out there. I'll say bonjour, good morning, and good afternoon, good evening. If you're in Asia, probably it's in the morning for you, or maybe in the evening. If you're in here in America, definitely you are in the morning on your way to afternoon. Yes, but if you are in the UK, yes, I'll say in the evening, 5 to 6 p.m. UK time right now. I'm very, very sure. Almost 6 p.m. We are live here on Blue
Half
Clouds.
past 5 UK.
Half past 5. So getting close to 6 o'clock. So 5:30 UK time, and we are on our way, guys. So we are on our way to 5K, 4K, 5K very soon. And to get there, we need your help, your viewers' help. One thing you can do for us when you come on the show is to share our link. Share our link for us. It's very important. That's all we ask you for. That's what we beg you for to do. Just share the link on any other social media platform, in being Facebook or wherever. It's very important. That is how this channel travels to distance and different places. Also, your likes that you drop on this video, it tells YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to more people that are Chelsea fans and football fans. The channel, I always say, is open for each and everyone, whether you're a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, anyone, anywhere you are. We discuss football. We discuss football, and there's so many things we want to discuss. We'll be looking at the best defensive pairing in the last 10 years, and also we'll be looking at the past 3 years. We look at the best 10 and defensive pairing in the last 10 years, and current in the past 2 years. Who are your best defensive pairing in the past 10 years, and who are your the best defensive pairing in the last 2-3 years? So let us know in the comment section below. We got a lot to talk about here, and we're still keeping on. We'll try and give an update on how things are shaping itself in terms of the meeting between Napoli and Chelsea on Romelu Lukaku. Definitely, they will discuss Napoli. They will discuss Victor Osimhen. So we'll definitely get an update on that one too. So guys, be my guest. Let's get the party rolling. And Phantom of Many Topics says 6 to hit the like button. Thank you very much. As you do,
I've already read that. I've read to his one about why did Mendy fail so bad after AFCON. I was wondering what your view is on that, because obviously you watch more AFCON than I do, mostly because it's not as available over here to watch. So you would have seen more of that tournament when he was at Chelsea and in general. So I was curious on your thoughts on it.
This is what I'll say on Mendy. Mendy time. Big up to you, Bismarck. Bismarck, big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Dextrom, HHH, you've read that comment, right? Dextrom's comment.
No. I got up to the end of Phantoms.
Okay. Dextrom, I'll come back to you. Let me say, Dextrom says the Brighton vs United will be a good game. Yes, we'll be looking at some of those interesting games, and we're giving you our verdict on it. So do not go anywhere, guys. Phantom question. What a wonderful question that is. Very, very interesting. This is what I'll say. We all know where Mendy was coming from. How Mendy got that movement within a short period of time. If he hadn't been Peter Cech, right? Mendy wouldn't have been in the football club.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. If it hadn't been Peter Cech, Mendy wouldn't have been Chelsea. And at that moment, Chelsea was just looking for someone, a savior, someone that can come in and help out. And Mendy had that opportunity. And to be honest with you, when he had opportunity, he did not mess it up. He did as good as he can. But one thing is, it got to a point that the face of goalkeeping was changing from goalkeepers that are good with their feet. And Mendy doesn't fit into that criteria. It wasn't that good with his feet, but a good shot stopper.
Good shot stopper.
Yeah, good shot stopper. So that is what faded out for Mendy. It got him out of the football club because the trend is changing. Goalkeepers has to be good with their feet and be able to stop ball. You have to have all these attributes. So to me, I don't think Mendy did that bad. but that opportunity came for Mendy and he grabbed it. He did well at Chelsea and he has a good opportunity. He realized that if I don't take that Saudi opportunity, I might end up, would I say, regretting it. So he took it at the
Mhm.
right time when we also have Kepa. So
Do you know what else I'd say to that? You
you
know
can
how
add
we say Havertz, for the most part, he had that one moment in the Champions League final, right? And
yes,
obviously, we're all grateful for that. Kepa had about one and a bit seasons where, like, one and a half seasons where he
he was
was the
brilliant.
guy. Like, he was quality for us. And I don't think that's able to be disputed. But come about February after AFCON of his second year at Chelsea, so a year and a half into his time here, just for some reason it wasn't working out for him. No
Yeah.
idea what the reason is. And I don't doubt that there is one. There probably is. Will we ever know? Probably not. But for it to change that quickly, there must have been something that happened or occurred that affected him, whether related to the club or personally. There must have been something for it to go that downhill that quick.
I was wondering why I was seeing myself on the screen. But anyway, yeah,
Oh, because you had that tab
yeah.
open.
Yeah, thank you very much, Stephen G. We have explained ourselves. Thank Phantom. This is one of the best questions you've asked this week. So yeah, it could be I'll pin it. It could be the question of the week, Phantom. Thank you very much. Dextro says Brighton vs United will be a very very good game.
I think you read
Very
that one.
interesting game. Yeah. Bismarck said if I think I've read that one. If
I didn't hear
eventually
you read it. You might have, but I was
highlighted it.
trying to connect to my charger, so I was
No,
all
I
over the
didn't read.
place.
I think I highlighted it. Bismarck said, if eventually Victor Osimhen joins Chelsea, they should have given him the number
No,
nine
no, no.
jersey.
They shouldn't. They should not give him
They
it.
should. Oh, they shouldn't. There's an NT
That's what
there.
I've been saying as well. I think every
Yeah,
Chelsea fan's in agreement. There's some sort of curse on that number for Chelsea strikers. I don't know what it is, but there's something to it.
I agree. I agree with you, Bismarck. I don't think that Chelsea have to give him the number nine to put the number nine aside until the. We pray over the number nine jersey. Yeah. Let's say this is how we can do it, Steven. What
Go
if
on.
what if he starts well with a different jersey number? In the middle of the season, they change it and give a number nine.
No, it won't be middle season. It have to be next season.
Oh, because they register all the players with their numbers, so they
Yeah.
can't change it. Oh, yeah. Well, the next season, the following season, they can give the number nine and see how things. We already know how he can play, so maybe things can change for Victor Osimhen if different shirt number is being given to him.
I'm just going to quickly
Yeah.
check something on the Chelsea website before I make my next point on shirt number for him.
Okay. Go for it whilst I'm
Mhm.
going through the comments and everything. So guys, if
I'm
you're
just
watching
trying to see if the number 15 or something is free. Oh, wait, number 19 will be free now, right? Because that was Neto's number initially, right?
15, yeah, yeah,
Neto initially, I think, was number 19.
yeah. It was rated 19.
Okay, get him in. Have the number 19 like Diego Costa. If he does well, give him the number 9.
Beautiful guys. If you're watching us live on X and YouTube, the update is Romelu Lukaku right now. I don't have Lukaku on my list, but the update coming from Fabrizio Front. I've called him people call him transfer guru. I call him the transfer magician. Fabrizio Romano
You also
tweeted
call him Tapping Romano.
there is an ongoing meeting right now in London between Napoli and Chelsea on the player that Napoli won, which is Romelu Lukaku. But no doubt in my mind, they will touch bases on the Victor Osimhen. Has Victor Osimhen changed his mind? Because the only way that Chelsea can have Victor Osimhen is only on loan. Because Chelsea don't want to gamble too much on this striker. They want to make sure that whatever money they're paying worth it, and to do that, they want to get this player on loan and see how he plays in the Premier League with this new team before they go ahead and pay over 100 million or 90 million, whatever the price tag is on Victor Osimhen. So if you're watching me, let me know your thoughts on it. Do you think Chelsea should just throw the money out just like that without thinking twice? We've done it many times in a career where and it did not work well for Chelsea. The strikers that have been there, one only player that I can always remember off on top of my head is Andrei Shevchenko, the Ukrainian striker who was so good in the Euros, scoring, banging in goals, and picking up, and also with very good with AC Milan. He joined Chelsea, and it was a Shaka Sloughy moment. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get it done. So it was also he was I think Chelsea spent a lot of money on him. So that's just by the way, guys. That's just by the way. We move on from the news is still there. Um, we're gonna see what Chelsea how it pans out by the end of the day. If any updates that comes, definitely we'll report it to you on the platform whilst we're
If
still
we're
live.
not live, then I'm sure Nia put it out on Twitter and stuff as well. So if you're not already following on Twitter, then get over there, Blue Clouds Media.
Definitely. All right. So thank you very much, those and everyone in here watching live with us. John Boss said hi. Big up to you, John, and I hope you are doing well. The family is doing well as well. Thank you for spending the time or finding the time to join us here on this stream. We are still on. We've been moving on from the Lukaku. We'll be moving on from Kepa Arrizabalaga. Sorry, we'll move on from Kepa Arrizabalaga. The next one we'll be talking about the Mudryk. Mihajlo Mudryk is the player we'll be talking about. So we still got you guys here watching live. I'm not sure the numbers. I got 21 of you watching live. Hang in there. The next topic will be Mudryk. How did you guys see his performance yesterday? He missed. There were so many mistakes in his game, but Enzo Maresca has nailed, put the hammer on the nail, and he said his problem is not his ability to play the game, but his decision making
You've
in the
done that
final
thing
third.
with your screen again where you are showing the YouTube channel.
Oh my dear. Okay, I think I have to stop it and show.
Yep.
The other. Yeah. Thank you, Steven.
All
So
good.
Mudryk out. Phantom, I think it's too harsh for that player. To tell him to go out. Why? Because I did explain. So that's the topic we'll be discussing right after this short break. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, the only place you can enjoy and you can have the update in terms of live update on sports news, not just by reading, but just watching and listening to two people discussing current news on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And also, it's going on the same place, Blueclouds Media channel on X. So we are live on two platforms at the same time. So big up to all our Facebook viewers and all our YouTube viewers and X viewers. Phantom of many topics. Mudryk has a Timo Werner confidence problem. It's a decision making. Phantom, the decision making up front is the problem. Blue board analysis. Big up to my brother. I think that we got just 2 more minutes. We will drop the link in the comment section. Whoever have anything to say regarding yesterday's game, the saga of Enzo Maresca's team right now between Lukaku and Victor Osimhen, you can do me a favor. You can come or click on it, join us here, and let's discuss that. Blueboard analysis said the squad is shaping up well. Now it's on Maresca to maximize the potential of the strong team we have assembled. Absolutely. Yesterday's game will tell you there are good things going on. And those that were criticizing our team yesterday, you have to remember Soviet team has played 9 games in their current season.
That's mad.
9
I
games.
think I sent it when they said it on the broadcast. I think I sent it to you. I was like, how have they already played 9 games? Like, when's their season start?
So, although they don't have the qualities that we have, one thing in football is it's chemistry. Football chemistry. If you don't have the chemistry, and the chemistry is knowing each other, you have a defensive unit, midfield unit, and the attacking unit. Do they gel together? Our team don't gel together right now, and it's a work in progress, still rebuilding. If this team has 9 games in their season already, that should tell you where they are in terms of their development, in terms of their physicality. The work rate is higher than Chelsea, and we went in with a vast amount of changes. We are giving game time to other players, assess them and see what they can do before the window closes. If indeed we have to send Disasi on loan, or if indeed Chelsea have to send Disasi outright to another football club. Yesterday was one of the games that it will give time for Enzo Maresca to know if he has to sell him or keep him or add him to the squad. So it was a good exercise. A little bit of mistakes here and there. Good work rate from McGee, although he made that mistake. But we have to look at the bigger picture. The way he was able to get the ball from that goalkeeper. And I've seen that like 7 times during the preseason. The pressure, the way he presses and put pressure on goalkeepers and defenders, it's not that easy for even Jackson to get. And Jackson haven't done that many times. But this young player have done it. So he lost composure, couldn't finish that chance, but he need time. Mudryk also, like I said, also need time, and we'll come to him. We'll talk about Mudryk. He's the guy we're talking about. Steven, report on Mudryk and how Enzo Maresca said we have to give Mudryk time.
Yeah. It's not so much of giving time. It was more of him saying essentially that he's gonna. Well, I say he. Maresca and his coaching staff are gonna try and help him because of the issue isn't the. Basically, he doesn't see the issue as the execution. No, it was it the idea or the execution? I've confused myself now because I was just quickly checking something about the Lukaku thing, so it's thrown me all out.
I think
because I thought I had another update, but it wasn't.
It's decision making in the final third.
That's the one. Yeah, it's more about the decision making than actually being about his execution. I'm trying to find the exact quote, but
there were some few comparison between that statement, and I'll bring it to you. We have to know the first season of Vinicius Junior at Real Madrid was not a good season for him. His decision making in the final third was awful, very, very awful.
Yeah, this was the quote. If you want it, we're going to try and help him to change. He's going to try to understand that we are going to get him the ball in the last third. Most of the mistakes of Misha are not quality. They are about the decision making. That was the exact quote from Enzo Maresca last night.
So, I mean, there you have it. It's Enzo Maresca himself. This is a tactician. This is a manager. And he sees these players each and every day. So, whatever he says holds a lot. So, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys just look at Vinicius Junior in his first season at Real Madrid and look at him now in terms of how he's playing. Players need time. Players need time to develop under a certain specific manager. Players need time to show their level after moving to a different country. He need time to adjust to be able to for us to get that for him to unlock his full potential.
Some players take a longer period of time to adjust than others.
And also, you have to remember, he's still young. He can learn. There's more thing for him to learn. He's not 28 years old. He is very young. Suleimani, big up to you, Suleimani Donald. Suleimani Donald said, are we going to bring a Napoli striker to the team? Reports are saying Chelsea are showing interest, but the Chelsea won the Napoli striker, Naples striker on loan first before the obligation to buy him. They want to accept their option. Whether really it deserves Chelsea, if it deserves that amount of money that Napoli is asking for. That makes sense on Chelsea's side, but it doesn't make sense on the player side and then the football club, which is Napoli's side. So,
I mean, it kind of does. Because
for Chelsea, it does. I'm saying it does for Chelsea.
Yeah, but for Ottoman, it makes sense to accept a loan with an obligation to buy in the end anyway. Because think about it, right? They bring in Romelu Lukaku, right?
Yes, sir.
Conte loves Lukaku. Lukaku's like his son, yeah? You ain't playing ahead of Lukaku, so you're just going to be sat on the bench not getting minutes, right?
Yeah.
Or not as many minutes, yeah? Therefore, yeah, what will end up happening, in my opinion, is it'll get to about, say, Tuesday next week, yeah? And by then, I think Lukaku's done. And then I think we start seeing this change in Osman's view and Osman's opinion, where I might not, I don't have as much interest as I did at the start of the window. PSG aren't in for me now. I've not heard anything from Saudi for ages. Chelsea might be my only option, and I don't want to be stuck here on the bench, not playing as much. So I have to accept whatever they're offering now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he'll have to change his mind. I don't think there's any other option for him. At the end of the day, yeah, it's not even that deep. Like, if he is worried about the salary thing, yeah, and taking a cut to come to Chelsea, have a smaller wage when we're not in Champions League football, yeah? Bro, accept a loan with an obligation to buy if we get into Champions League football, then you don't have that lower salary. We'll pay your salary for the season, whatever it is at Napoli, which I think is like 250 or whatever, yeah? Just making up random number off the top of my head, right? Then you go, look, if we get Champions League, not only do you sign for us because it's an obligation on qualifying for Champions League, but you also don't need to have a reduction in your first season here for not being in the Champions League.
Right.
There's your pitch.
I mean,
Someone
where is
say
he,
I'm a
where
genius.
is where is he gonna go right now? The only
Did you get that?
You sneeze?
No. I went, did you get that? I went, some say I'm a genius.
Who said that?
No, because you know how I pitched a similar thing about the way to get around the whole thing about the reduced salary for Champions League and all that, yeah? And like,
Yeah.
if you come here, you can fire us to Champions League, you're the missing piece. You won't need to have this reduction for any season that you're here because you'll take us to the Champions League level, yeah?
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying what I just said now is another point where I was just mocking it, going, or some people say I'm a genius because I keep coming up with these good ideas on how you can get it to work.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Steven, you're already a genius. Don't know if you don't know that, I'm telling you. All right, Mohammed Lahal
Bro, you're
said,
inflating my ego.
yeah. IQ is very sharp. Hello, guys. Blues for live. Big up to you, guys. Remember, the likes will go a long way. Let's get it going. Let's go. Michael Alta. Big up to you, Michael Alta, watching live. I think from GH Ghana. He said, Michael, Chelsea management should not wait to deadline day before the sign. I think of Victor Osimhen. We can wait. We cannot wait, says Victor Osimhen. We can wait. I'm not so sure. Michael Alta, come again. I'm sure you're saying Chelsea shouldn't wait, and then the final comment says which Osimhen we can't. Is it we can't wait? Okay, I think he means we can't wait. Swedish Maman is back home again. He says Maggie missed says always from Jackson. Are you saying that McGee's miss tells him stay away from Jackson? Okay, I get what he's trying to say. McGee means shows that he needs to stay away from Nicholas Jackson. That's funny. All right, we have Scala in the building. Welcome back to the stream, Mrs. Scala. Oh, I thought Scala was here. I thought, Steven, didn't you see Scala in here? Can you hear me, Steven?
Yeah, I just had to look for something, so I had to go on mute because it was really noisy.
All right, I mean, go for it. But Scala, I saw Scala here for a minute, so I was just going to welcome him. And guys, like I said, the likes, don't forget, the likes will go a long way. Drop a like on the video if you haven't done that. It will help the channel a lot. So I don't want to keep repeating myself. So just once in a while, just remind our viewers to do that. because once sometimes you go on a channel, you love what you're doing, but you forget to you get distracted by the conversation and you forget to drop a like on it. So I'm just saying it here. I mean, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But if you think that you have to
We
do it to
can't
help the
force
channel
you,
out,
but it's helpful if you do.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So, like I said, we have pinned the link is right there. Anyone that have anything to say regarding yesterday's game between Savet, please click on it to come over here and have a say and talk to us about it. Do not worry about your accent or anything. We'll try as much as we can to understand you, so we can we want to have a communication with you. We want to talk to you. Yeah, we want to connect with you back home. Yes, we're not one of those channels that don't give you the chance. We are giving the chance to come on and talk to us. So that's why we pinned the link out there. So you can click on it and come over here and talk to us. What's your thoughts on yesterday's game? What's your thoughts on the current link with Kepa Arrizabalaga joining Bournemouth Football Club, and also the development, the future of Halo Mudryk, as Enzo Maresca has talked to him, and he said his problem is not his ability, but his decision making up front. That's what we're looking at. And the last one will be an update on Romelu Lukaku and Victor Osimhen, also in the pipeline as it is right now. Victor Osimhen, no, and Romelu Lukaku. I'll say people from Napoli are at Chelsea right now. London, I wouldn't say Chelsea, but they're in London discussing the saga on how they can get Victor Osimhen, because Antonio Conte has made that public. He wants Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea also wants Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen don't have anywhere to go right now. Is he going to accept the Chelsea terms and join them as a loan if he was that wise? John Obi Mikel have said his. A lot of Chelsea pundits have said yes. Time for Victor Osimhen to join Chelsea Football Club. And I believe we all know he is a true and true Chelsea fan. He's been a Chelsea fan since age 9. Yeah, age 9. Victor Osimhen has been wearing Chelsea jersey because he idolized a lot of Chelsea would I say Chelsea legend, which is Victor DJ Drogba, Mikel, John Obi Mikel, and Celestine Babayaro, who are all Nigerians in that manner. So it would be nice to have another Nigerian at his prime playing for Chelsea, leading the attack. Swadi said, I have to say I was not happy with Chelsea's performance yesterday against City.
City.
I think he made a mistake against Soviet. Yeah,
Oh,
against Soviet.
against City, we were good even though we lose. Okay, I get what you're saying now.
Oh, okay. The way he phrased it against,
that's what threw me as well. But I get what they mean now.
Yeah, against City was, we were a bit better. But yesterday, Swedish, you have to remember, there were multiple players out of that game.
We made 9 changes yesterday.
9 changes, so definitely it would throw the chemistry off. If you understand football, if you play Football Manager, or if you play FIFA Ultimate Team, there's something called team chemistry. It's very important in every game. If you don't have that chemistry, although you can parade top players, it's not going to go well. And I'll give you so many examples. If you remember a couple years ago in the World Cup, where Senegal paraded the best players in the world in terms of the team that they paraded on the World Cup. The team that they took to the World Cup was one of the best players they have in the continent, and they were scoring goals. They have Dembaba, they have Papa Cissé Diop from Newcastle, they have Ben Dembaba from Chelsea. They have so many top players. Can you imagine? They couldn't even go through the group stages. They couldn't go through it. They couldn't. And the same thing with Real Madrid. When they have the Galacticos, they could never win the Champions League. They couldn't win it until they stopped going by that way in terms of bringing in all Galacticos, and they started winning the Champions League again. So sometimes you can have so many talented players, but if you don't have the balance right, you're never going to win a football game. So
just quick, right?
Yeah, go for it.
To put into perspective, yesterday we had a new goalkeeper, entirely new back four, yeah, 2 new midfielders in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, I say midfielders. Actually, no, it was one new. Because Dewsbury Hall was the only new one. And then out of the others, you've got pretty much all new as well. Because Jorgensen didn't start, Vega didn't start. I'm talking about Sunday now. Jorgensen didn't start, Vega didn't, Badiashile didn't, Tosin didn't, Disasi didn't, Dewsbury Hall didn't, Caicedo did, so there's one. Neto did not, Nkunku did, Mark Gee didn't, and then Mudryk didn't. So the only two that are the same are Caicedo and Nkunku. Other than that, everyone around them changed. But I expected there to be quite a lot of rotation, and I think most people did as well, because Chelsea played on Sunday. They then played yesterday, of course, Thursday night, and then they play again on Sunday against Wolves. We'll probably see heavy rotation next Thursday as well for the second leg, because we then play Crystal Palace at 1:30 the following Sunday. So it's about keeping players fresh and keeping certain players out of the starting lineup for the Thursday night games that will play over the Sunday and Monday games when we have European nights.
Thank you very much.
That's
Stephen.
also part of the reason why I don't think we looked as good, because these players haven't played together. So you've got to also understand that factor.
Right. All right. So, guys, if you're watching this live, we're discussing the future of Mahalo Mudryk. We've talked about Kepa Arrizabalaga potential departure from Chelsea Football Club. We're also discussing the next one to discuss on the show will be the 2025 kit leak. Yeah, the leak over there. Not the jersey itself, but certain few fixtures will be changing from the football club. And also after that, we have some few questions. We want to test your brain. We want to test your brain on what you expect from Chelsea Football Club. We want to test your brain. And I know where a lot of people lie in terms of this question. But yes, guys, the next topic on the bill will be the changes on Chelsea's jersey. So, guys, I would say leave this Brandons and hang on to hope. Adios. Stay in there. We'll be right back in just a short break. Welcome back again to the show, guys. So we are looking the next topic. Like I said, we are looking into the development on Chelsea's kit, the logo, and everything. Stephen, it's being reported from one of the social media channels, or would I say groups, that next year, which is the 2025-2026 season, Chelsea will drop the old logo. And
no, they're not dropping it. It'd be changed on the kit. So you remember when we had that commemorative kit a couple years ago just for the FA Cup? Like 2 years ago, we had a 3 years ago, we had a commemorative kit just for the FA Cup.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I remember now. Yeah.
And it had just the lion, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen next season. It's not changing the badge completely. It's just I think only on the home kit is changing. I think that's what it is. So do you remember what else I said to you earlier, right? Before we got on stream, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea were founded in 1905, yeah?
That's correct.
2005 was a century of Chelsea Football Club, 100 years. Right?
Mm-hmm.
2015 was 110 years. So next season's 2025, 2026.
Yeah.
So the start of next season will be in the year where Chelsea's 125 years old. So that might be part of the reason they're going for a throwback on the home kit.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
So I hadn't thought of that at the time. Like I'd said to you, just because we were talking about the badge, and I was like, it's got to be 125 years. But I hadn't put together in my head at the time when we were speaking about this, 2 hours ago now, that's probably the reason, is because they normally put something like the badge we have now, and then in 2005 it was basically the badge we have now, and then it was like Century of Chelsea or whatever, 100 years. And then I don't think they did anything for 2015, but maybe that's why they're doing it for 2025-26 season.
Thank you very much. That's more clarification there.
So it could be like 2005, 2006, where Chelsea literally had a badge for 1 year. Let me message you to the one about the Chelsea badges so you can get a better understanding of what I mean.
Okay.
If this will scroll up, that would be very helpful for me.
So what you're trying to say is in a certain specific time, they will have this badge for a period of time. But
we might have it for a year, or it might be specific to the kit. I've just resent it to you if you want to put it up on stream so you'll see what I mean.
Okay. I'll get into it right now. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. I hope I can save it. I'll save it here. Guys, please bear with us. We're trying to show you some information here that will make you understand more of what we're discussing here on the show. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. I think I have it now on the screen. Okay.
No, that's the wrong one. That's the Mudryk one. There we go.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, no, because you also the Mudryk one came up first. That's why. So you see this. So you see there's 3 full lines, yeah, and then you've got one on its own, which is the present one, yeah.
Yeah.
On the right hand side, third one down. 2005, 2006.
2005,
right-hand side, third one down. See what I mean? So above the badge, it says 100 years. Below the badge, it says century. So that's something that Chelsea done specifically for 100 years of Chelsea Football Club. We did a badge specific for that one season.
Okay, so okay, that makes a lot of sense. So when we got into century, we changed the badge, we put all those yellow around it to signify century Chelsea.
It'd be like
centenary anniversary.
Yes. But you see how far the lion goes back in the badge as well. The lion goes back to 1953. It first came into the badge.
This badge over here,
right,
way off.
To 86.
These 2 badges are way off. That's what they started with, 1905.
Yeah, because Chelsea pensioners.
Pensioners.
Yeah. And but if you go third one, top right,
this one.
That's where the line first comes in. Is 1953, right?
1953 to 1986. That's how long they used it.
Yeah. That's a long time, bro.
I think I started watching Chelsea when they were using this badge from this time. Oh, no, from here. From this badge.
97, 99.
97 to 99. That's when I joined Chelsea. So 1997 to 99, I've seen all these badges being used.
It's weird though, right? Because Chelsea had the same badge for 47 years at the start, right?
I saw this because I was watching Chelsea at this specific year, 1997. Because I joined Chelsea. Chelsea became my team in 1998. So 1998, although there was Chelsea, I was watching Chelsea, but it wasn't my team yet. Yeah. So I saw the team using.
So you saw like the back end of the 97 season, so up until like the May of that season.
Right.
So you saw the end of that badge, and then the next season, the start of the one after that. But notice this, right? I hadn't noticed this, right? 47 years of the Chelsea pensioners badge, yeah? Then you've got 1 year of the next badge. Then you've got 33 years of the next badge. You've got 9 years of the one after that. 2 years of the one that you said you first saw. Another 2 years of the following. 4 years of the one after that. 2 years of the one after that. Then the one off season one. And then the one we've had now for what would be 19 years at the end of the season.
Roman Abramovich changes from here. Roman changes.
No. Roman was here for
202.
That one there. So since Roman, we've had technically 3, technically.
Yeah.
Because we have the one that already was, and then we've got the one-off one, and then we got the one we got now.
Phantom said the pensioners have nothing to do with the Lions. I'm not so sure. The Chelsea pensioners, were you not the ones that formed Chelsea Football Club?
Um,
The workers, and if I can remember. Swedish said, I understand your point. I have also said we have to give time bond with each. But yesterday we were not playing against a good team. We have quality players than them. City B team can play better than us. You could say that,
huh?
Swedish. I understand what you're saying. You could say that.
That's not the one you had on screen, so it confused me.
This one. This one's what I have on the screen. No, this one, Phantom said Chelsea pensioners. I have
Chelsea's
nothing.
first nickname was Chelsea Pensioners. First nickname was Chelsea Pensioners. If
So
I'm not
Phantom,
mistaken.
there you go, guys. We still got 33 of you watching live on our platform right now. I always say your likes that you drop on the channel, it goes a long way. Remember, the channel is being recommended to you because somebody else liked it. So that's how it goes. So I know that's all we're asking you to do for us when you come on the show, and trying to get involved or trying to talk to us. And we have also send the link, guys. What are you waiting for? Phantom of Wood mini topic. The link is right there. Come on, click on it. Come and talk to us. Swedish, what are you waiting for? Click on the link. Come on over here. Talk to us. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear your view on yesterday's game. Chelsea kit might change next year because of you see 150 years, right, Steven?
No, 120.
120 years. So they might have this badge for a year to celebrate that anniversary. With coming from Nike, we already have Nike as our kit sponsor. So yeah, next year Chelsea will be having the lion, and also look at the lion carefully, guys. If you're looking at the lion, look at it very, very carefully. Let me take these two off for now so I can zoom it in. It's got like shadows, or it's got
It's like
shadows
a
around it.
shadow of like a very sort of
Yeah.
Of a type of red, basically. I can't remember what specific one they said. I think they specified it as like a shadow of like a pale red. By the way, for anyone that is interested, yeah, I believe on the club website they do literally have a page on the club website about the history behind the badge, and it mentions the pensioners and stuff like that.
All right, we have a first call on the show today. Swedish is here for us. Swedish, welcome, my brother.
Hello, man.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, man. And you?
I'm doing wonderful by God's grace and by your grace. You guys keep me going all the time. So I'm very, very grateful to be here for you. So, what do you have for us today?
You are looking handsome, man, today.
Okay, go for it, sir.
About yesterday match. Okay, I will start now. Okay.
Yeah.
I have also told many times that we have to give time to our new players to bond with each other. Okay.
Okay.
But we have quality player than yesterday. Against we are playing, we have quality players than them. We have Ningiku, then Mark Dewey, Mudryk, then better player than them. Okay, we cannot expect that our team perform much better than yesterday. We are not playing against good team. We have to play better. We cannot expect that we are happy with 2-0 game. We are not playing against Premier League team. We are playing against Switzerland team. We have the quality player. In first half, we look very confused. In peace, didn't know what to do. They were very confused. In second half, we were good. We were good in second half, but the quality we have to we want to see our team doing well than yesterday. I was not happy with yesterday's performance, particularly first half. No, I expect more. I also told many times that We are new team where we need time, but the quality player we have, we deserve more. We cannot be happy with 2-0 always. We expect more from our team. That is my point.
I mean, I understand your frustration. You know, you said what all everything you said is right. The players on a good contract. They deserve, I mean, we need more from these players. They have to produce more. But you have to look at the bigger picture, Swedish. That these players have only played 2 games in the season. Some of them are even haven't even played 90 minutes. A lot of these players haven't even played 90 minutes. And if you look at the preseason games that we played, our first game against Wrexham, we had 2 different teams playing each half. You're not going to build chemistry from that. It's just for the manager to assess these players and see who he's going to keep and who he can send on loan, or who he can sell for profit. You get what I'm saying?
One, 1 point. We we cannot play 1 point. We cannot create bond in pitch. We have to create bond in training session. There is the there we can bond with each other, not in the ground.
But Swedish, you cannot get everything done if the training session is for just practice. But the match day is where you have to implement everything you've learned on the training pitch on the field. It's not that easy. It takes time to get that momentum going. You get. I
I'm not
understand
about.
you.
I'm not having. Not. I'm talking not about implementation playing. I'm talking about bond.
The
The
bond.
point. The yes, the bond. I'm not talking about playing in while playing in ground. I'm talking about training session where pair bond with each other, not in the pitch. Pitch is the main point where we have to perform.
Yeah, the
To
bond.
we
uh,
yeah continue.
yeah, I'll say the bond also come in terms of chemistry because you want bond, right? The more the player get to play on the pitch and know each other, that bond you're looking for comes in. Oh, Steven, is there any other way you want to explain to my brother here, Swedish?
Um, what about how you build like chemistry and
Yeah,
bond
yeah,
between
he's
players?
talking about bond. He's talking about that's what he's trying to say, right, Swedish? You're talking about bond. They don't have that bond in them. Isn't that what you're saying, Swedish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Steve, is there another way you can
Um,
put it?
I'm
Big up
gonna
to you,
try and
Alpha
think
and
of a
Phantom.
way of putting this. The way I'd explain it, right, and hopefully this makes sense. If not, tell me. I'll try and think of another way of explaining it, right? In training, you don't you do like small games and you'll do like drills and stuff. That's why you always see pictures of like 7 players together. They've won whatever sort of training tournament they were doing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But when you're on the pitch on a match day where it's a higher intensity and stuff like that, is where you actually build that chemistry within the team because you're working 11v11 against another opponent, right? And it's about understanding what each other's got to do. You can't really do that on a training field. Whereas in a game, that's where that sort of all starts to come together. You practice certain aspects in training through the drills and stuff, right? Like you saw in preseason where it was the clips of them doing these passing drills and Maresca saying to Noni, for example, like, don't take too many touches, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff, right? But on the pitch, on a match day, is where it all has to come together and it all has to click, right? Basically, like what you were explaining me. I don't know why I'm using my hands to talk, but I
You're
am.
trying to be like
Even
me.
though I'm not on camera, but it is what it is. It's just something I do. I only just realised that I was doing it mid.
Don't try to be like me. I talk with my hands a lot.
I think it's my background. It was like typical, like everyone from my background typically does it. But yeah, it's all basically a lot of that team chemistry and stuff like that comes from your match days, not from your training sessions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Swedish, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's what we call team bonding. It comes on the pitch as to get to know each other and play for a while. But yeah,
but you but
let me.
you sometimes realize that our player in sometimes I realize that our player do not have hunger. I see that they. I think that they are happy with money. Sometimes I am talking about sometime that I do not seem them hungry about playing for particular cup. They want to do something. I see that sometime. I'm 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 thinking like that, but I don't know what you are thinking. But sometimes I think like that. That feeling comes in my mind. Sometime.
Okay, sometimes that kind of perception comes in your mind. The way you're thinking, you think that um Steven is think about, is it money? You said something about money, right?
Yes, yes. They are happy with
You
money
don't
that
think
they don't want to.
those players though, like
Yeah.
okay, with the exception of like Sterling, really, who probably thinks that way. I don't think any of our young players really think that way. I think they're quite motivated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the players should be to have enough motivation. I don't think it has to do with money, Swadish. The
Also,
players are
the
quite
other
motivated.
aspect, just quickly,
Yeah,
whilst we're on this,
go
right?
for it and I'll read the comments. Yeah.
The other aspect of that is, right, the contracts aren't big contracts now. On average, it's about 70 grand per week, right? They have to perform to get the bigger contracts. There's incentives, right? If we get Champions League, your contract, I think it increases by about, I can't remember the exact number. It might be 20, 30 odd percent, something like that, right? Random number, top of my head. But it increases by a set percentage if we have Champions League football. And if you've been in the Champions League and then you don't qualify for next season, that reduces by obviously the same amount. So it's not like they're happy with the money. There's an incentive for them to perform so that they can get more money. So if anything, they should be more motivated and probably are more motivated to actually perform than what they used to be under the old contract system, under the old regime.
Yeah.
That's the way I'd explain that bit.
Thank you very much. I have a few comments here. I have to outline them on the stream. My brother is, I think it goes by Chidibe. I'm sure that's the name. Sister, so means the Osman is coming. The Chelsea saga might be close to the deadline of the transfer window. Yes, I think that they will drag it to the end of the transfer window. We will see, but Osman has to move. The Osman has to play active football.
Osman
Yes.
has to make up his mind quickly.
Yeah.
You ain't got long to make up your mind. You can't leave it to last minute as a player.
Yeah, that's not good. He has to make up his mind within this week. He has to make up whether he's going to join PSG. I don't think PSG are in the race right now. There was a little rumors that Arsenal are also interested in Victor Osimhen, but I don't see Arsenal signing him. Arsenal just signed a midfielder.
Mikel Moreno.
Yes.
Come on.
I don't think that's official yet, but it's as good as almost. Basically.
Yeah. Phantom of Many Topics said that Enzo Maresca has a complicated system and the wrong players for his show hall system. A good manager evaluates who he has and
evaluates who he has and builds his system to fit their strengths. Maresca's a poor man's Potter. Right, let me quickly clarify this before we move on. Maresca literally watched, old games of our players from last season. Heck, bro, he knew that Reece James played in midfield for Wigan in League One like 6 years ago. Yeah? This man done his research. If anything, I actually think we got the players for his system, to be honest with you. I think we've got the right profiles for the majority of the areas of the pitch that he needs. I think you just need to add a clinical striker and then give it a bit of time naturally with a new manager and a new system, and then it'll start to work. But, bro, you can't tell me that a manager hasn't done his research and stuff when he knows something about a player who was on loan in League One, the third division in English football, 6 years ago. He knows where he played at that time in terms of position. That's research. No other manager, or almost no other manager, there might be a few exceptions to that rule, would go to that length and depth of research to find out the profiles of their players to know if they fit what they need.
Big up to Alpha. Alpha said Chelsea played fairly well played. I saw positivities in that game. Big up to you, Alpha. Alpha saw positivities in that game. He said, hit those like button, people. Alpha, big up to you, man. yeah, to me, like I said, yesterday's game there was a lot of positivities we can take from him.
Is
Swadish,
Palmer well?
uh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Swadish. Go ahead. We're listening.
Is Palmer is well?
Um,
Palmer is fit or not for Sunday?
what about Sunday? Say it again.
Is Palmer is fit for Sunday match against
Palmer, you
Wolves?
talking about Palmer?
Palmer. So
Yeah.
Maresca after the game was asked about it, and he said that he felt something, but he's been checked and he should be okay, I believe. By the way, we've got more news coming out now by multiple sources that all parties are now expecting Lukaku to Napoli to be done really soon, following a new bid that has gone in. Lukaku's already agreed a 3-year deal with personal terms with Napoli. So
Hallelujah.
we're starting to get these updates, so don't be surprised if you get an Ornstein or a Romano update later tonight saying deals this amount, it's got to be done in the next couple of days pending medical. Because just now we've got Sky saying it now, we've got Ben Jacob saying it now, and I think there was 2 or 3 others on top of that all saying it now that it's really close, expected to get done.
So that's an update from you guys. Update for you guys. You had it. Lukaku, personal terms, a new bid is being accepted by Chelsea, and it looks like 3-year deal.
No, it's not been accepted yet, but it's close. So it's probably like final details, basically.
Okay. So we'll keep you guys updated just like we do each and every day. And that's why you guys have to trust. We trust our sources, and you have to trust this platform. We'll give you update as soon as it hit the media platform. As soon as it hit, we talk about it.
I've always got the notifications on ready for you guys.
This is your go-to channel to get involved. And we also put the links out there. There's a link there, guys. If you're watching us, my brother, I don't want to butcher your name, but it's not. Name is what is it? Wasu. Olajan Ju Lasu Wasu. I don't want to butcher your name. Please apologize to you if I did not say your name right. But guys, please, he said that all the new players, time says a time to understand. They have to understand themselves, not a problem. With each other less before patience with this process. Okay, I think I understand what my brother is trying to say. Since the team need patience and there's a process involved, and the players have to play together, so patience needed for these players.
There's always going to need to be a margin of patience with a new coach. By the way, do you know what makes me laugh about how the guy from Sky reported it? It's that Carvey guy from Sky. For anyone that watches Sky Sports, anyone from UK will know who I'm on about. Yeah, he's like their main transfer guy, right?
Oh,
the way he worded his, this is how he worded his tweet update. Yeah, Chelsea and Napoli close to agreeing a deal for Lukaku to move back to Italy in a permanent move. Progress made in talks since Napoli lost 3-0 last Sunday. And it's within touching distance. They're closer than ever.
So he's trying to take a mick out of Antonio Conte.
No, he's not doing that. He's just saying that's when the progress started. He didn't need to say since they lost 3-0. He could have gone, there's been progress made since Sunday. But instead he's gone, there's been progress made since they lost 3-0 last Sunday. He specified since they lost 3-0.
All right, so there you are, the update. The update is right on your table. According to Phantom of Benetton, it says Palmer natural way of playing is just like Mason Mount. However, Maresca's system does not give Palmer the run around system. Palmer played the most free role last season, but
you know,
that's 2 games
on Sunday, yeah.
On
Sunday, there was a point where Palmer went from the right-hand side of the pitch. He came all the way over to the left-hand side of the pitch, by the way.
So, Phantom, that's a free movement for a player. He was able to go from the right to the left. Go ahead.
I have one question. What do you think that Palmer should play?
As one of the 8s.
Where did he shoot most for Chelsea?
Where,
on the right hand side.
On the right side, or no, as number 10.
No, Sunday he was on the right hand side, but I think what we're going to end up having to do, and there'll be a lot of people that probably won't like it. Look, I don't think the system is great if you have both, or if you have Nkunku or Palmer out wide. If you have both of them out wide, I don't think it's going to work because I think both are better in the half spaces, right?
Yeah.
The issue you then have is that if you want to get them both on the pitch, you have to have at least one of them out wide and have the other in the 8 role if you're looking at it as a 4-3-3. Maybe you do it at one point, Palmer's out wide as and Nkunku's as the 8. Maybe you have it as another way, or alternatively, another way you can do it, right, is on paper, say you set it up on paper as a 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah.
Say you have 2 of Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo in the deeper roles, yeah? Then your 3 behind the striker could be, however you want to put it, say Neto, Palmer, Nkunku, right? Then on the side that Nkunku's on, have the fullback overlap so that in possession, you have Nkunku inside with Palmer. And then your fullback and your opposite side winger will hold the width, which allows Palmer and Nkunku to be in there in what I think would be the best area of the pitch for them, which is inside, almost like box crashing 8s in possession. I'll show it. What we'll do
on the diagram next time.
Yeah, I'll do it on Sunday. I'll explain it better on Sunday.
Okay.
If we do a stream on Sunday, I'll do it then. If not, I'll explain it another time. But I'll show you guys at some point. But that's for another stream.
All right, so that's for another stream, and we'll try and see how we can explain that on the stream in a different time next time that we come on. So, so Swedish, any more question from you, brother?
I have one formation that we can play, but with Enzo, it is not possible. We have to play Enzo because he has been made captain, so we cannot take him out of the squad. Caicedo,
No players play every game. It's already been said. No players will play every game purely because of the number of games we'll have.
Yeah,
Plus,
okay.
and I'm not saying this applies to Enzo Fernandez, right? But anyone who is thinking, oh, I've not played on Saturday, so I'll play on Thursday, but they don't train hard enough. He said, you're not playing. Like, if you don't train hard enough, you're not playing. Whether you don't play the Sunday, you think you're playing the Thursday. If you don't train hard enough, you're not playing. But that goes.
But I'm saying like this. Ninging Caicedo, Labia, mid. Okay. In midfield.
Okay.
Ninginku as first line. Neto, right wing and left wing. Palmer, right wing. I want to start Margui as a striker.
I don't think it works having them stay and holding the width either in Nkunku or Palmer. That's what I was trying to explain. Like, you need both of them to be inside. Whether on paper one of them's out wide and the others is an 8 on paper, but in possession they're both 8s, is a different conversation, which is what I think should happen.
Yeah, I am thinking that Ninginku can make a run from behind. He can make that run in the opposite midfielder. I'm thinking about that. He's good in that. I'm thinking about that.
Oh, Maggie?
Not a Ninginku as first line.
Oh, he's good on the bench to be a squad.
Are you saying Nkunku false 9?
Yes, first line. He can make that.
We can't, bro. Trust me, we can't, man. That would be a bad idea. We've already trialed it, and it didn't look good. We can't.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to do it that way, I'll explain it quick, then we can move on to the other topics, right? You could do it as you have, and this is going to be really complicated because it's not really going to work, because that means you do now have to have one of, okay, would you start all three of Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo, or would you start just two of them? If you start two, which two?
Caicedo and Lavia.
You start Caicedo, Lavia, and no Enzo. Yeah.
No Enzo.
Okay, so what I said before applies. So Caicedo, Lavia is your two deepest, and then in possession. So okay, say it's a 4-3-3. For example, we'll go. Let's put Lavia as the deepest one, right? As the six
Yeah.
in a 4-3-3. Then you have Caicedo and Nkunku, for example, as your two number eights. Yeah. Put
Yeah.
Neto on your left wing. Put Palmer on your right wing. In
Right wing,
possession, have Gusto or Reece James overlap. Palmer comes inside. So if you
Yeah.
look at it, then you'll have Lavia, Caicedo deep. Then you have
Yeah.
Gusto essentially holding a width on the right. Then you have Palmer as your right eight, and Nkunku as your left eight, and then you have Neto as your left wing, and then you got your striker up top in possession.
Yeah.
That would be the only way. I don't think you can get all three of them in. I don't think you can get Neto, Palmer, Nkunku, Enzo, and the striker in as well as Caicedo, Lavia. It can't happen. There's just not the maths to it, which is an issue. I guess you could potentially play one of Lavia or Caicedo with Enzo potentially, and then do it that way. It depends on game to game basis. Maybe stronger opponents you play certain midfield. The lesser opponents you play another midfield.
What about Felix as false nine? He also played at Atletico Madrid as false nine
No,
sometime.
we need an actual
didn't work
striker,
for him.
man. Trust me, we need
If
an actual striker, not Felix.
Felix was being used as a false nine a season ago. I think a season ago under was it Graham Potter, right?
In loan.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it didn't work for him.
I don't think Felix false nine. Well, I think we have to get like Victor Osimhen, for example. Like I don't. Felix is purely a depth option for the most part in my eyes because I don't see how he fits into our strongest team.
Okay.
It's not even an agenda. It's just I think the money was silly money to pay, but when you look on paper, does he really get into our strongest team? I think not.
Well said, Stephen G. A lot of questions also coming from my friend Swadesh, who's in the studio with us today. Thank you very much. Daniel, I hope I have answered your questions for you. I've made some few tweets and I've added your name to it. So the answers are over there. Regarding Lukaku, regarding Victor Osimhen, I said Napoli's entourage are here discussing the deal for Lukaku, and once the deal is done, definitely we'll be talking about Osimhen. Osimhen deal will be done, but it will go through to the end of the transfer window.
There's now even more updates coming out.
Yeah. Phantom says Super Frank Lampard is all about mastering the basic because he understands not to confuse
please,
the kids.
let's not go back to the Lampard conversation. I can't do it.
Guys, please do not forget to drop a like on the video. The likes will help the video go a long way. Phantom said 5-2-3. 5-2-3 formation, maybe 3 at the back. If you're playing a 5-2-3 formation, it makes you a defensive team. Yeah, it makes you a defensive team.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there is Romano saying expectation of all involved is that they'll remain in Lukaku deal remains that it'll happen. It'll get done. Negotiations continuing in London. No final green light yet as of now, but considered a matter of time. Then Ben Jacobs followed up his update, as in his own update that he'd put out, saying not only is the deal very close, but both clubs are happy with the latest proposed deal structure. Remember I was saying before it's probably just final details? That'd be what he's referring to there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Steven. Phantom said we need striker Ivan Toney or striker Isaac. I trust experience. My friend here, my brother here said Michael said we don't need any Ivan Toney. We only need the Victor Osimhen. I do agree with you. Ivan Tony, Phantom. Chelsea's not gonna get him, so let's forget about Ivan Tony. Okay, it's Phantom. They will go for someone very young right now. Ivan Tony comes with so much baggage, and you don't want to have that baggage in your football club. So, Phantom, please, from today, I want you to forget about Ivan Tony until the transfer window comes to an end.
Also,
Forget
he
about
could
Tony
be
right
going
now.
Saudi. We will know by Monday if he's going Saudi or not.
Right, we will. We will. I think that Steven, we're gonna call it a day for me. I think we'll give an update. If you're just joining us, Michael, do not forget to drop a like on the video. We've given you all the updates. We've discussed a few questions, but one more question I want to put up here. Steven, it's a transfer question. If you would like to sign any player for Chelsea right now, who would you sign and why?
Any player.
Any player. Any player.
You know what?
Although we have it doesn't matter defense, attacking, midfield,
Okay.
wing. If you want to sign any player in the world, who would you sign?
Okay, I'll go for one that's at least realistic, if not deemed semi-realistic. Okay, because I think that's the best and fairest way to do it. I'm gonna say Victor Osimhen because Chelsea need the clinical striker. The deal makes sense for everyone involved, with Lukaku going to Napoli and them needing to get rid of Osimhen. So for me, not only do Chelsea then get their clinical striker, but Napoli get rid of Osimhen and make room for Lukaku, and Osimhen has a new club. So it's a good deal for everyone involved. So I'm going to go Victor Osimhen because he's the final piece in the attack.
Phantom on many topics says he's going to go for Antonio Rudiger. Swedish, let me ask you if you have to sign a player for your team, Chelsea team right now, in all departments. It don't have to be a striker, don't have to be a midfielder, defender, anywhere of the department. Who would you sign for Chelsea?
Let me be me true, okay? I'm saying true thing. I want to sign a striker, Osimhen, of course. Besides that, I want my club to sign one central defender.
Who's that?
I don't know. I searched about center defender from different clubs that which will fit in Chelsea, but in market there is no center defender for right now. So
okay, can you recommend one for Chelsea? Can you recommend a top defender for Chelsea to sign?
Bastoni from Inter Milan.
Bastoni.
I thought he's moving, isn't he? I thought he's already moving to another club.
Bastoni won't be bad.
I could be wrong, but I thought I saw something about him moving to another club already.
You know who I'm going to sign?
There is other one, Matthew. I don't know exactly name is what his name is. Matthew. What is his name?
Wait, what team?
What team does he play?
I think Leipzig, RP Leipzig.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
Leipzig. I'm looking at them now. So
he's young. He's very young. I think that will be.
Is it Simikan?
Simikat. No, Simikat is Newcastle United. I mean Liverpool.
No, he's not.
No, Simikan.
Simikan's Leipzig, me.
Simikan, yes, link with Liverpool, not Simikan. THAW is
Bishiabu or something, French. 19 years old, centre back.
No, 19. He's 22, 23, something like that. THAW. THAW is his last name. THAW.
Phantom said he's going to swap the manager. He wants to sign a new a player.
I don't think it's right.
Phantom, we're not signing the manager. Phantom, we're not signing managers. We are signing players.
Phantom, be realistic, bro. Come on.
Steven, I know you guys are asking. The question was all about one player, but I have two in mind. I want to sign a centre back and a striker. My first striker will be Victor Osimhen. My centre back will be Kimpembe from PSG.
One question. What is the age of Magui? What is the age of his? What is the age of his?
What is what?
Was that? I couldn't hear that. That didn't come through clear for me.
Yeah, I mean, I
Age
didn't get
of
that into it.
Margui. Age of Margui. Crystal Palace player, Margui.
Yeah, Magui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was linked with Newcastle. That he was from a Chelsea academy player. Yes, I'm right. Actually,
Oh, you said he's been linked to Newcastle.
yeah, he's linked with Newcastle. He performed well in Europe. If that is
Magui?
possible, yes, Margui. Margui.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, I know he's on about Mark Gahey, the former Cobham player
Oh yeah. Oh, former Chelsea defender McGee. McGee.
Yeah.
from Crystal Palace.
Yeah, from Crystal Palace.
That
Oh, I
would be
get.
my centre back option. I've said
Yeah.
this for a while now. If I had to pick a centre back, I'd go for him.
Yeah, Premier League experience too, but
Mhm.
you have to remember something. Does it offer in terms of in the air? How good is McGee in the air?
I think from what I've seen, he's pretty solid in here. Also,
Kimpembe,
he's a leader
Kimpembe
as
is
well.
way better than McGee, Steven.
Who?
I think Kimpembe is way better. He's good in
I'm
the
still
air.
going for. I'm still going for Gahey anyway. Gahey rather.
Kimbab,
Yeah,
Kimbab is
Yami.
old now. Kimbab is old. We cannot go for him now.
Yeah, Kimpembe is way better. You can't compare Kimpembe.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying he's old now.
He's old now.
Not too old. Not too old. Probably 27, isn't he?
No, he's 28,
I'll have
29.
to check.
29, 28.
Oh, big up to I want to love you forever. He says, I hope everyone is doing very well. Thank you, my sister. We are doing great. Yeah.
Kimpembe
The
just
best
turned
striker is Haaland, according to him. Phantom, you want to say Haaland for Chelsea? If he's going to drop his wages, that's fine. If Haaland will drop his wages, then Chelsea will take him every day.
Never gonna happen though.
And it's not going to do that. It's Mino Raiola have put a spell on him. It's all about money. The best header we had was Zuma. Phantom.
Yeah,
Zuma
but I don't
headers.
want someone who kicks cats, bruv.
Zuma's header never make it on target. Never. It's always off target. And Levi Kowa is doing the same thing. I said he has to learn how to aim the target. And when he does that, he will get a lot of goals from set pieces. Levi Kowa
Do you
does the
remember?
same thing.
Do you remember his run and he take shot from long range? I still remember that.
Rudiger.
No.
Who?
Zuma. Against I don't know. Yes, against I don't know which club, but he makes runs from back and shot. That was funny. I
Oh
still
yeah,
remember
It was
that.
Rudiger. It was
I remember
Rudiger.
that one. It was Zuma. There's one from Zuma. He ran all the way
Oh,
by
there's
himself.
probably one, but
He did the flip over.
literally,
He
you
did
had,
the leg over, Steven. If you can remember, he did the leg over and then couldn't finish it.
Oh,
If you have-
that was. I think that was Champions League. It was just after half time. It might have been the Ajax game where we did the comeback.
Yeah, if he had done it, it would have been the best Premier League goal ever.
No. I think that was Champions League. I think it was the game against Ajax when we made the comeback. I think it was that game.
People think he's gonna kick the ball, he's gonna blast the ball, and he kept going forward. Then he did the leg over, and he did it perfectly. And then when he got to the main point to finish it, and he blasted the ball.
Mission
like-
failed. Get him next time.
Yeah, I was like, that's a strike, defender instinct, not a striker.
It would have been hilarious if it went in.
Oh yeah, it will be one of
I
the goals ever scored in the Premier League. Go ahead, Swadish.
I still remember that. I still have that memory.
You still have that memory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And if you can remember, Rudiger did the same thing in multiple games. He keeps shooting from his
Rudiger done it. I'd say
Yeah.
on average, Rudiger done it once per game.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. That was like his
But
thing.
I don't understand why Chelsea let him go. He was very good, man. I
Rudiger,
regret
was he
that.
who
Yes,
Rudiger?
he was. Yeah.
Yeah, the contract.
No, that was because of under the old regime, it was when we were doing the Club World Cup and all that when we got sanctioned, so we couldn't extend him. And the club were supposedly in talks with him before that, but weren't offering a wage that he deemed respectable and all that. Yeah. And by the time the new owners came in,
Yeah.
he'd already agreed to go to Real Madrid. That's what
He was
happened with
very
that.
good. He was very good, by the way.
Oh yeah, no one's disputing that.
All right,
He was
so
also
guys,
very crazy.
Sorry guys, sorry for interrupting. Phantom of Minute Topic said I predicted that next time Chelsea wins an EPL game, it will be with a manager or EPL trophy itself. It will be a manager who was here before in the next in the past. Okay,
Okay, so in other words, it's got to be Tuchel, Conte, or Mourinho. Is basically what he's saying.
yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
Why am I not surprised?
Mourinho. I mean, he loves Mourinho. Phantom loves Mourinho.
And
Guys, we still got 22 of you watching live. If you haven't dropped a like on this video, do me a favor. It helps the channel a lot. Drop a like on the video whilst we're about to draw the curtains on all today's topics, and we're giving an update on the Romelu Lukaku. It looks like it hasn't been official yet. We haven't heard from what's his name again, Mr. Einstein himself. We've heard some links from Fabrizio Romano, so we have to trust that sources also. 3-year
Did you
deal
know?
is being is what it's like Chelsea will accept. A new bid has been given in
no,
from
he'll
Napoli.
accept 3 years.
To what, Steven?
He'll accept 3 years.
He won?
Contract 3 years.
Yeah, 3-year contract. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Chelsea would. That's up to the player.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 3-year contract is what he's been he will be offered to join Napoli, but until him to accept it, time will tell. We don't know about that. So let me give some few time to Swadish, let him plug himself, and then we call it a day. Go ahead, Swadish.
Do you know that players are starting to be injured? Bellingham, Solanke. So I am
And
telling
he's
that
out for the weekend.
yes. So I am telling that we have to be very careful with our player. I am saying that we have also injury prone players like Neto, Ninkinku, and Palmer. Palmer is not injury prone, but he was uncomfortable yesterday. So I just want to say that we have to be very careful. We cannot we cannot do like same previous season to lose so many player by injury. So I just want to say that our club have to be very careful with our player.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think Chelsea are managing the situation very well. That is why we did not see Fofana playing yesterday's game.
That's exactly why he explained it in the press conference before the game that Fofana wasn't in the Conference League squad because he's coming back from a year out. So they didn't want to play him after Sunday and then play him Thursday and then potentially play him Sunday as well.
Okay.
So how do you like Vega performance yesterday?
How do you what, sorry?
How do you like Vega performance yesterday? Vega.
Oh, Vega. Yeah. I like Vega.
Vega. Yeah, I get it too. I think he was good. He's tactic. He flying through some tackles and he won all of them. He was. I think I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I'll give him an 8.
I want. Yes, I want to see him regular in the Premier League too. I don't know the coach will give him how much time, but I want to see him regularly to start for Chelsea. He was very good and calm. When he did tackle, it was clear. Clean. It was clean when he tackled other opponent player.
Yeah.
He always, I've noticed, whenever he makes a tackle, he even done it in the preseason game against Inter. He gets up and he tries to get the crowd going as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you guys noticed that yesterday in the game Inter as well, but
Viega, right?
Yeah.
Vega.
He made the challenge and he tries to get the crowd going. It's
Yeah,
quite fun.
it has the decisive thing in him. Decisive thing.
And another thing,
Rudiger done it quite a bit as well, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Rudiger. He's always protecting the players. Always jumping into a fight. He wants to fight. Rudiger. What a player.
Yeah. Rudiger.
It's a shame we lost him, but yeah, I mean he's getting older. Someone has to go. Someone has to come in. So
I have one other thing before you say. I like Mark Gui that the way he press opponent players. Nicholas Jackson do not do that. I love that.
You're talking about his press, the way he presses on the defense,
Yeah.
and then win balls. Yes, that's something that our team that hasn't had in a long time. Jackson is not really good at it, but McGee, the guy, when he runs, he trying to cover trying to block you from playing it. He's done that many times in preseason, and I've seen it, and we've seen it in yesterday's game too.
It so nearly worked for him yesterday as well.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to get his first Premier League game and goal, or maybe a goal for Chelsea. Besides the preseason,
what competition it comes in, I'll be buzzing for him, man. He deserves it. He works hard. He earns everything.
All right, so guys, this is where we're gonna draw the curtains. Nice to have you on, Swedish, as usual. It's I always love to have you on the show, and I'm very happy to have you here. I want to love you forever. Big up to you, Phantom of Money Topic, and everyone else watching back home, wherever you're watching it from. We thank you for joining the show. Today's show has been very, very intriguing and entertaining and interesting.
And we actually got updates before we left the stream for once.
Yeah, and do not forget, deadline day. This should be a platform to hop on. We'll be here almost 8 hours of live streaming.
A week today, rather.
Yeah, a week today. That's Friday. Next week, Friday, we will be here discussing. We'll be here for almost about 6 to 8 hours. So if you want to be part, you want to know all the dealings, we're gonna give you all the updates. Players moving from here to here. All the players that came to Manchester City, the players that left Manchester City, Arsenal, United, everything, outgoings and ingoings. We will provide you all this information on our platform live, and we will discuss the Victor Osimhen deal. We'll be keeping our eyes closed on it. Hopefully, it doesn't happen now until the last day of the transfer window. But if it happens earlier, we'll be very happy. Go ahead, Steven.
So long as it's not the last hour, we're okay.
Yeah.
How many time there is before deadline? In which time the travel window closed?
If I don't know if you know UK time, it should be
about 11 p.m. UK time, I think.
Around 11. So
I'm talking about transfer window.
Yeah, that's what we're on about. About 11 p.m. next Friday, UK time.
Next Friday.
Yeah, next week Friday, 5 p.m., 11 p.m. UK time. So that will be let me help you out. If 11 UK time, that'll be 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. That will be 6 p.m. American time, my time. So so I'll say how would I say it?
Wait, what time zone are you in?
Me?
No.
Swedish. Swedish, what time zone are you on?
12 p.m. night.
It's 12 p.m. now.
Yeah, night.
Okay, so about 4 a.m. for you, roughly. About 4 a.m.
Morning. Oh, okay.
So for you, right? For you now, it'll be officially Saturday morning, correct?
Oh, correct, yeah.
So for you, it would actually be 4 a.m. Saturday morning next week.
So yeah, Swedish, keep your eyes on the channel. We will be live. We will be live. Definitely, we'll be live, giving all the updates.
You don't have to stay the whole time because it'll be early for you. But if you want to hop in, because we'll probably start a similar time to what we normally start.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'll say Lil Desperandos, guys.
Hang on to hope.
No. Oh, sorry. We have Raphael. In the building. It says hello, Raphael. It's unfortunately about to be done for the day, but it's okay. It's nice. It's better than. It's still better than not tuning in.
Wait, how did they get their text like that? It's come up different.
Yeah, it come in italic. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, but he deleted the comment anyway. The text that it says hello. It's been deleted on YouTube.
Maybe that's why it's come up different then.
But it shows up over here.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it came up like that. Maybe.
After rating, you still can see that. Okay. Yes or not?
Huh?
After someone comment in your that and he deleted that, but still you can see that.
Yeah, I can see here. Yeah. That's why I'm able to highlight it. See, highlight the text because I can see it on my screen. But on YouTube, it's been deleted. But my software that I use for streaming,
YouTube has been deleted / redacted.
Yeah. Anyway, so Raphael, I'm not so sure why he deleted it. He just said hello. It's not like he said anything bad. But big up to you, Raphael. Guys, I'll say lay this rundown. So you guys have a good night's sleep. We'll be back again, hopefully on Sunday. I don't know, but we'll see. If my body is very good, hopefully I'll put something on Saturday. But if not, I'll give it a rest.
Well, if not the weekend, then definitely Monday.
Yeah. Because Chelsea plays on Sunday, so definitely have to do something. Definitely have to bring up a review. So I don't know. I think that Steven, we have to do something tomorrow.
Do you update
Tomorrow,
preview or review video?
Do what?
Do you update preview video or review video? I don't see that.
Huh?
Did you update preview video and review video? I did not see in your channel.
I did.
No, they did the live stream last night, I didn't join because I was tired and I went to sleep.
Yeah, I did the live stream last night after the game. So every time after the game, I'm always live to do a review video, and I always put a link there for everyone that wants to react on the game to click on it and join me over here. Let's discuss it. So I do that all the time. We do a preview, but we'll do a preview tomorrow morning. Yeah, and then a review will come out on Sunday after the game. So watch out for that, Swedish. We still have some more coming. Santiago said peace out. Santiago is late today. Josh, big up to you.
I think he was late and then he realized. So
yeah, he was saying peace out. Thank you very much, Santiago, for tuning in. He said, Rashid from Kenya, big up to you, my Rashid man. He said, I think Chelsea, we are looking for a striker alone. I hope we could take Victor Osimhen. Yeah, they're working on it. Right now. There's a meeting going on between both parties, Chelsea and Napoli at England. I won't say Stamford Bridge. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know the
might
exact
not be
place.
there. It might just be somewhere else.
Yeah, it could be a bar, it could be a restaurant, it could be some meeting place. But they're in London discussing it. So I'll say thank you very much for joining us here, and everyone that make it today a reality. Maya, my good friend, Maya was live. He joined me yesterday to discuss a review of the Chelsea and then the Soviet Soviet, right? Soviet game. Soviet game. So thank you very much, Maya, for hopping on the show yesterday. He says, big up legends. I hope all is well with y'all all today. Yes, Maya, we are doing wonderful. And I hope you're doing wonderful yourself and the family is doing good as well. So yeah, we call it a day. Swedish, enjoy your day. Steven, you too. We'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.